Check, 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 check. Check 1, 2. Hi, everybody. Whoa. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hi! Hey, everybody, it's Emily. Here at the DAE's YouTube channel. Happy Monday. I would like to propose a hearty coffee clink to those who are hanging out with us from home. Wow, that's strong. That's okay though. We are going to create a video motion game today that is really, really awesome. Scratch is super cool because it has these built-in blocks that allow you to actually sense the light changes on your webcam. So it actually has like optical sensing, which is pretty powerful, pretty sweet. So I actually have at my house I have 2 webcams, which is awesome. So I have one webcam where I can like look at you over here, and then another webcam where you can see my hand on the screen here in the upper right corner where the balloon is. And so I'm going to be using that webcam to sense basically the whole concept is I'm going to sense how quickly the light changes, and then the amount of quickness that, like the speed that the light changes, is going to be assigned to a number in Scratch, and I can use that number to then make things happen, which is pretty awesome. So let's jump right in. To get a new Scratch project, I'm on the Scratch homepage, scratch.mit.edu. And I go to the upper left corner, and you guys can't see this, but I click the Scratch icon just to get back to the main page, and then there's a button right next to it called Create, and I go ahead and click that because I want to start a new project. So, over here, I have, of course, all my blocks. I've got my workspace. I've got my project space where the project actually reads out, the stage, and I've got the cat. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and click the trash can on the cat and delete him because I don't want him. So I'm gonna make, we made this game back in the day when I used to teach Scratch a couple of years ago, called Super Smash Balloons. And it was basically just a balloon smashing game, and I put the Super Smash Brothers theme song to it, and I just thought it was hilarious, and like so did the kids, like half the time. So anyway, I'm not doing Super Smash music today, but we are gonna make a balloon smashing game. So Scratch 3, they actually changed where the video motion blocks are, but they're super easy to get back. So you go down here to the lower left corner and you click Add Extension, and you cannot see this because my head is in the way. But there's a little blue Add Extensions button, and you just click that. So now it brings me to all the cool like add-ons that just don't come with like the default view. And they're all really powerful. There's a lot of cool stuff. But I'm gonna just double click on sensing. So that's gonna give me these green video blocks down here at the bottom of my blocks. So that's what I'm gonna use to be able to sense the changes in the light with my webcam, and then that's gonna play out on screen. I'm gonna tell it what to do. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to, first of all, I gotta go down to the lower right corner and pick a sprite. I'm gonna click the cat icon. And I'm gonna go over here and find the balloons. So here I have a balloon. I wanna make it a little smaller, so I'm gonna set its size to maybe 75%. No, let's try 50. Let's try 60. There we go. I think that's a nice size. That size kind of fits the idea that I have in my mind. But I mean, it's totally up to you. Now, let me back up a little bit. So I want the sprites to be small enough so that like I can swipe one without swiping like all of them at the same time. That's why I made mine a little bit smaller. So anywho, now I'm programming for the balloon sprite, and I just have the one, and I want to keep the one because I'm going to program this one, and all I'm going to do at the end is duplicate it. But right now, don't duplicate it because you want to be able to duplicate it after you've put in all the code to save yourself a little bit of work. So let's get started. I want everything to happen on game start, which is on the green flag being clicked. So I'm going to control, and I grab when the green flag is clicked. Now I want this to continually sense up to a certain point that the video motion is changing, and if the video motion changes, I want it to trigger a couple different actions. But I have to think about what I actually want to happen. I kind of want the balloon to look like it's like exploding, and then I want it to disappear. So I'm going to change the way the sprite looks in a couple of different ways. I think what I'd like to really do is create a new costume for the sprite so that when the video motion on that sprite changes, it switches a costume to an explosion costume, and then it waits, and then it disappears. And also we'll maybe make it change color. We can do that with the blocks too. So if I'm on my balloon and I go over here to the upper left, the middle tab, costumes, that's where I can have a little bit of fun with my costume. I'm actually gonna make it look exploded. So I'm gonna just duplicate the blue one because right now I want it to be blue. And then this is a vector file right now, which means it's points connected by lines as opposed to pixels. But I think what I want to do is convert it to bitmap so I can just rip it apart. So what I'm going to do, hear me out. So I'm going to like make a selection, and then I'm going to just yank those pieces off. Whoops, let me get rid of Slack there. My notifications are on, good. And so I'm just making it like look a little crazy because it's gonna be really fun to make it look exploded. And I always find like the creative piece to it is half the fun. So, like, I think that looks like a pretty good exploded balloon, right? So I've got costume 1. I'm gonna call it normal. And this one's gonna be called exploded. These ones I'm going to just, I wanna, what do I wanna do with them is the question. Hey Rob, good morning. How's everybody doing out there? I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of these costumes so that I don't have to deal with them. So I've got the normal balloon and I have the exploded balloon. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, whoops, okay, so it's a good thing to bring up. We have to account for everything that we're doing. So, let me figure out how many times I want the balloon to be able to be exploded before I win, or if I'm gonna run out of time, and then that's the way that I lose. So I'm just gonna jump right in. We're gonna grab a forever loop because we want the sprite to continually be checking to see what's going on and what the video motion is doing. So I want to, first of all, I'm just going to set the costume. I'm going to switch the costume to normal. And that's just going to be something I do on the game start. So let's go ahead and test that out. Because I always like to test out, like, what I'm doing. Alright, so that works. And there's my face. Hey! So now I have to wait until the video motion is greater than like a certain speed of me like swiping at the camera. So I'm gonna go to control and I'm gonna get wait until. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put the switch costume because that's gonna get repeated as well. So I'm gonna wait until the video motion is greater than, and I have to pick a number and test it at this point. So I need a greater than operator. That's with the Pac-Man mouth facing left. I'm gonna change this number to 20 and see how it goes. Because I honestly can't really remember. So it's video motion. Whoa, they made some new stuff in here too. That's sweet. On Sprite is greater than 20. And then how am I gonna make it look like it exploded? I'm gonna switch the costume to not normal, but the exploded costume. And I'm gonna change the color effect. I think that'll look really cool. I'm gonna change the color effect by 50. Okay, so you see that it's kind of working. Whoa. Jeez Louise, that's bright. Alright, you can stop now. Thanks. Sometimes I get talking too much, and then I run out of breath. So if you're wondering why I'm just like sitting here breathing, it's because I ran out of breath. Just breathing on the internet over here. Anyway. So. I need a weight block because I want it to I want to see the exploded costume before the sprite hides, basically. So I'm going to wait 1 second. Let's try it. Let's just see what this piece of code actually does. Okay. Good. It's working. Although the video motion's too low, I think. I really need it to be not as low. Let's try 35. There we go. I need it to like deliberately swipe which is why I want to set the video motion a little higher. Let's try 45. It might be too much. It's like on my head too. There it is. So like I can move my head, but I have to actually swipe it to make it happen, Captain. I'm gonna have it hide. And that block is in motion. So hide. There it is. All right. Then I'm gonna have it wait again. I want it to go to a random position on the screen. So in motion, I have a go to random position block, which is sweet. And then I'm gonna have it show. And that's gonna go at the top. No, it's gonna go under switch costume back to normal. Nice. All right, guys, it's working. That's so exciting. Whoops. I still think the video motion's a little too low. I really want it, I want it to be like super deliberate. We're iterating at this point on the code just because like I want the game to be fun, you know? Yeah, see how like when I kind of missed it, like I need a direct hit. Alright, so I kind of feel like now we want some, maybe some sound effects. Ah, I could make my own sound effect. Let me see if I can do that. So I'm gonna go, well, first I'm gonna have a coffee and a breathing break. Coffee and breathing. Two things I like to do. Oh my gosh, my students used to get so mad at me for singing in class. But it's so fun. They'd be like, stop singing. I'd be like, you gotta put the block in the corner, but don't put it under that one cause it won't work. Alright. Whew. So, okay. Let me remember what I was doing here. Yes, making sound effects. Upper left corner, click the tab by the costumes that says sounds. And we have this nice waveform. Ooh. So it already has its own sound effect, but I could make a new sound effect. And I have to remember how to actually do that. I know I can. They moved everything since 2. Softer. Louder. Oh, you have some cool cool effects down here. Choose a sound. Ooh, I'm gonna record. Begin recording by clicking the button. No, that's, I want to re-record it. All right, let's try that. We're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. We're going to. That's awesome. Oh, how fun. All right, I'm going to name that Balloon Pop. I mean, this is like half the fun, is like making up your own silly stuff and adding it to your game. All right, so I've got my balloon pop. I'm gonna go back down, and there's over in the left hand side, you have a pink category called sound, and I'm going to say play sound balloon pop until done. And I think I'm gonna change this number a little bit to be less time. Let's see how it goes. Nailed it. So now it's a little bit harder, so it's a little bit more fun for me to play. Awesome. What else? What else before I copy this code do I need? I kind of want to check to see. Like, I want to make a timer, I think, because I want it that when the timer runs out, I haven't accomplished what I need to, that it switches to a you lose screen. All right, so let me go ahead and let me make those backdrops. Let me make you lose and you win. Or game over. You lose. Actually, I'll just pick my own. So I'm gonna make a new one. Whoops. I keep doing that. I click the paintbrush if I want to make a new screen. Whoa. Ah. And I'm gonna name it Win. And game over. My screen is very bright. Sad face. I need to program it so when we click the flag, we switch the backdrop to backdrop 1. Oops, I forgot to name the other one. I have a weird pet peeve about naming the backdrops. I mean, it's not really weird. It's so that I can know which one I'm switching to. When you start building like complicated games, if you don't know the names of your backdrops, you're gonna be your life's just gonna be more difficult. So let's see how we're doing. So okay, see where I'm at right now. I try not to hit my microphone because it's like, love those sound effects, don't you? Whoa. So I think I'm gonna have it repeat 5 times. If it repeats 5 times and I get all the way through, I'm gonna switch the backdrop to you win. If my timer runs out, so basically what I can do, excuse me, is, let me think through this a little bit. What I can do is I can kill all the other programs running when I switch the backdrop. I have a block for that. It's called stop all, and it stops any triggered piece of code. It kills it. So anything in a loop, anything like that, it kills the whole program. It's basically like hitting the stop sign. So, but if I make my timer and my timer runs out, I'm gonna have that switch the backdrop to game over, and then I'm gonna kill all the other programs running so that you can't like lose and then win accidentally. I'm also gonna have to hide all the sprites. But one thing at a time. So, instead of having a forever, I'm gonna make it a repeat. So I'm just gonna take this line of code out of the loop, and instead I'm gonna say repeat 5. Then, if I'm able to get through this 5 times on 5 different sprites, then at the bottom I'm gonna say switch the backdrop to win and stop all. Stop all is in control. And this stop all block is like hitting this stop sign, so it kills whatever is running. So let's give it a go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You win. What's wrong with this? I need to kill the video motion too. Like, I want to take off the video motion. Ooh. I don't want to see my face at the end. So I think I'm going to go into the backdrop itself. And I'm going to program it to say when the backdrop switches to turn video motion off. But I'm going to turn it on when the flag's clicked. I'm also going to duplicate this for the other game over backdrop. All right, so let's test it out. Let's see if it works. Hey, would you look at that? That's so exciting. Okay, so what else do we need to do? I think the last bit is the timer. So there's a couple ways you can do this. There is a built-in timer in sensing. However, I think I can manipulate it more if I make a variable instead. Like, because the timer here is it's like a pre-made variable, but I want to have a little bit more control over my timer. So I'm going to go to variables and make a variable called timer. Now remember, a variable is just a container that holds information. So it doesn't know that it's a timer until I tell it exactly what to do and how to act. So the timer works by counting 1 second and adding 1, right? That's how a timer works. It goes up 1 every second. Or in my case, we can count down. It really is totally up to you. I know I'm going to need wait 1 second. I'm also going to need a set time to, let's have a countdown so that you know that you're running out of time. Oh, and I realize my overlay is wrong. It says side scroller, but we're making a smash balloon. That's okay. You guys get the gist. So we're gonna set, we're gonna repeat the number of seconds. So let's say I want this game to go on for 20 seconds. So I'm basically gonna set my timer to 20. Wait 1 second. And then take away 1 second. So I'm taking away 1 second from the variable timer every second for 20 seconds. If this timer is allowed to run its course and I haven't smashed all the balloons by then, I'm going to have it switch to game over, and it's going to kill all the other programs. So it's going to kill all the balloon smashing programs. So let's set it to 10 just to like test it out. So I'm gonna change the backdrop to game over and stop all. There it is. Why did that happen though? Maybe it just was like a latency thing. My timer isn't working. Huh. Oh, because I have changed my variable, not changed timer. Okay. See, I'm confused. Maybe the video motion just takes a little bit more juice. Whoops. Okay, alright, here we go. Awesome, it works. Let's see if the other one works. Let me give myself a much longer time so that I can test out the other one. Two, 3, 4, 5. I win! Yay! And I stopped the timer. Good. It worked. I think that's pretty much it. So now that I did everything, that's when I can duplicate this balloon. So here it is. Let's test it out. Hey, I win. So that was kind of easy. So I think I want to set my timer to a little bit lower. Like maybe 20? Let's give it 20 seconds. It might still be too low. And let me just back my microphone up so that I'm not smashing it. Oh, also I should hide. So when the backdrop, oh, that's the one thing I didn't do. All right, I'm gonna delete these. Switch the backdrop to win. So all I'm gonna do is when whatever backdrop switches, I'm going to hide. So when the backdrop switches to win, hide, and then when the backdrop switches to lose, I'm also gonna hide. Alright, here we go, trying our game. Whoops, I didn't duplicate it. I really am gonna smash my microphone. Duplicado. We're gonna duplicate some balloons. Game over. It's not letting me smash them! Ah! It's so hard. I mean, I might... Oh, hey, I won. That was pretty good. If we want to make it really hard, we could set it back to 15, but... And then, of course, like, you really can get super specific. You can make the timer show and hide. So, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make it in the middle, too. So, large readout. So maybe we do it, like, right here at the top. And we'll make it 15 seconds. And we'll say when flag is clicked, show variable, timer, and then we will hide it when both of those, if it changes the backdrop. Smash, 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 smash. So hard. I gotta lose. Ah! No. Oh, I won. 1 second to go. Winning. Oh, it didn't hide my variable though. Oh, because I have it set to the wrong variable. It like defaulted to my variable. I can just delete that variable. There we go. All right, one last moment of truth. Smash, 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 smash! Ah! 2 hands! Hey! I win! Sweet! It works, guys! Yay! Except if I run out of time, I'm gonna lose. Game over, sad face. Alright, so everything works. Except the video motion just takes a quick second to turn on, but that's just, I think that's part of, it's just a delay in Scratch. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. So I hope you have the best day. Join us again at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, so my name's Emily. I'm from the Digital Arts Experience. We have a ton of awesome, cool stuff, tech tips and tutorials and all this awesome stuff on our YouTube channel. So if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. And the other thing is the Digital Arts Experience is the words. The Digital Arts Experience has a ton of awesome online classes for kids. We have some private lessons for all ages. So you can sign up right on our website. It's the dae.com. Definitely check out the comments. Follow us on social, and we will see you in the next video. Have an awesome, awesome day.